So my name is Otiende Amollo. I'm the Member of Parliament for Rarieda, now serving my second term, and also the newly elected captain of Bunge FC, especially the National Assembly. We held our elections this week on Tuesday, and I was elected captain, and the deputy captain is Honorable Mawade. As you can see, we train here at Nyayo Stadium every Tuesday and Thursday from 6 a.m. In preparation for the Yala Games, which will be held next month, I think from 20th. We understand that the Yala Games will be held this time in Juba because it's rotational. The last one was held in Arusha, Tanzania. In the last Yala Games, which was held in Arusha, Tanzania, we again participated. We had a very strong team, and we actually emerged second. We believe that we should have won, but the officiating was rather poor, and so they kind of, they tilted it in favor of Tanzania. But we believe this year we have a very good team, and we are going to take the cup. In the Bunge FC, we have about 35 members who play. And we are just trying to enhance everyone's fitness so that we can be fit, especially noting that Juba is very, very hot. We estimate the temperatures to be in the region of 40. And so we are advising our guys to train hard. We will probably also try and have a few games in some places with almost similar temperatures before we go. But otherwise, we are quite confident. We believe that as members of parliament, it is important to represent our people. It's important to do legislation, to do oversight, but it's also important to involve in games, not just as a member here in Nairobi, but many of us also have similar initiatives in our constituency. I, for example, have really emphasized on the question of sports for the youth. So I routinely organize tournaments, what I call the Jabura Cup, for girls teams, football, boys team, volleyball, netball, and we're even hoping to introduce basketball. Yes.
So definitely, you're now the captain. Maybe how's that feeling to be the lead of the National Assembly team?
It's an honor to be elected to captain, but it is also a serious task. Members of parliament are usually generally quite busy, and so you really have to whip them to find time to come for training and to come for the matches. Like today we have a friendly. But I'm quite happy that most members who have signed in for football are very responsive. At any time, we always have the numbers. Like today only, we've had about 23 members who have turned up. Now that's a very good number, given that members are busy. There are also committees, and we have sessions today. But we keep encouraging each other, and we have a good feeling. Yes.
So heading to Yala, which team do you feel is a threat to Kenya?
The team that has usually been strong is Uganda. But in the last Yala games, we beat them. And we are sure we will beat them again. These Yala games will particularly be more challenging because previously, usually they allow members of parliament to play, but you are allowed usually to play about 3 staff members. For the first time this year, we understand that they will not allow any staff member to play, and therefore we must play only as members, and that's quite tough. But it is also good because we realize that while as in Kenya, we have always respected integrity, and we have strictly made sure always that the members of staff who play are actually employees of parliament. But some of the parliaments, we realized, would bring in professional players and sign them and play them as members. And, we noticed that in a number of countries. Even in the last year game, we had to raise serious issues. So in a way, it is good that they restrict it to members. But we have a good feeling because this time round, we have a lot of members who are committed, and we should not have a problem with that.
So generally, as a captain, what are your targets with this team? Because of course you're coming in, you have your own targets you want to achieve. By the time you leave, you exit the scene, will say hi.
The first target is that this year we will emerge champions in the Yala Games. The second target is to don't just play football for the Yala Games, but play football routinely and have a number of teams. I think it is encouraging to Kenyans if members of parliament also play various teams in various countries, in various counties. And so it is my target to make sure we also find time to go around as we go to various counties, talk to the residents, and also play football with them. Football is the one game that really brings people together. Sometimes our politics, it becomes too divisive. The good thing with us in Bunge FC is that once we step on this pitch, we leave football out, politics out completely. There's no politics, there's no Kenya Kwanza, there's no Azimio, there's nothing. We are all one team. And so it is my target to make sure that Bunge FC serves the purpose of unifying Kenyans by having various matches in various places and also talking to various people apolitically. Thirdly, it is my intention that through this we can keep as many members of parliament as possible fit. A member of parliament who's fit serves their constituents well. Yes.
Last question in regards to what is happening in the Kenyan football literally, maybe do you feel like your good organization as Bunge FC, you can replicate that by advising those who are managing the game in the country? Because
it is our intention to actually engage with the football managers in this country. Football has been mismanaged in this country badly. So once the new CS settles in and their appoint appears, we as Bunge FC will also engage with them. We will give them any assistance that they need in terms of parliament, but we will also expect of them to reorganize this game in such a way that we will not only be readmitted to play now competitive soccer, but in such a way that we can also get somewhere with football, the way we've gotten somewhere with athletics. Thank you. Asante. Aruna.